Yeah, alright, it's Horizon Zero Dawn. Existential crises are afoot, so enjoy, everybody. Holy cow, was last time rough, as we learned finally what Project Zero Dawn is. It's basically a time capsule to bring back humanity after it has gone extinct. That's right, we never made it past the robot apocalypse. We did not figure out how to stop the robot apocalypse. We just figured out how to, leave something of humanity behind for an AI to rebuild. So everybody in this world is a test tube baby. Remember my big theory? My obvious was like, oh, this is a test tube baby. Aloy is like a test tube baby made of Dr. Sobek. Everyone is a test tube baby, it turns out. Like, there were no humans left, it seems like. We'll see if it turns out there's any left. So yeah, an AI called Gaia has seen that humanity has been recreated and the Earth has been refixed. That's what all the animal robots are for. They're like terraforming devices, as far as I could tell, was the idea. So now the next mystery left is, why did Hades, one of the sub-protocols of Gaia, like these assistant programs, why did it go bad? Why did Apollo never teach the humans, the new humans? Apollo was the store bank of human knowledge, another sub-protocol that never apparently did its job, because, everyone's still got this neo-Neanderthal vibe going on. So questions we gotta figure out, and we're just gonna have to carry on. But at least now we're content to be miserable knowing that the original humans all did in fact die out. We still have some stuff to learn, though. What is this place? There's a big paw print there. Was that one of the symbols for one of the sub-AIs? Or they weren't AIs, but I don't know. And what is this thing? Spooky-ass claw thingy? There's more lore to be gotten, so if you guys are sick of this from last episode, sorry, here we still go. Let's keep learning. Simulation results from Margot Shan. Wow! You weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Morphology? That's a bad read. Morphologies. Sure. Not totally unexpected, given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional. They feel almost like, tributes is the word that comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss. And not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool! Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Margot. Yeah, isn't that sad? No one was around to appreciate the work except the new humans. Yeah. Still all bummered up about that. I'm sorry, but it's...
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus.
Cool.
As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple.
Oh, yeah?
You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time.
Okay.
Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer.
Right.
Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't...
Which part? It's a little technical in places. If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
That's the last big mystery.
Some forms of life more than others.
That's right, yeah, that's the other question.
The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, a Thunderjaw.
I haven't...
How could it do that?
Okay, whatever.
And why?
Why indeed?
Yeah, I haven't exactly seen all of that, but sure. Okay, so I guess if we want to, we could watch this again, but that's good. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking the two big mysteries, but there was a third one is why are the animals... Sorry, why are the robots, why are the animal robots so vicious when they're supposed to be, you know, designed to guide humanity? You know, help out, terraform and help out humanity, really. Like, they're not supposed to be foes. Ooh, this is from Elizabeth Sobeck. Let's have a look. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry Core and the Foundry Site Selection Plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail. Consult with Iomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the tower should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Okay. Cool, we're getting a little bit of just little peeks into the lives of these people who existed so long ago.
In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Oh, I see. This is like a proto-cauldron. Okay, yeah, this is a weird triangle shapes. Remember, they were all over the place in the one cauldron we've been to. I guess I really should have been visiting more of them, huh? Oh well, that's fine. Yeah. I kind of know, while I milled at it, that I kind of realized why I felt so, like, ugh, when the truth about Zero Dawn was revealed last time and we found out what's going on. I already had a bunch of, like, guesses, preconceived guesses of what Zero Dawn was and what was going on in that vault back in Aloy's home, the one where Aloy was found. Obviously, that's the fourth mystery, is why was Aloy created now as a test tube baby? Rather than, you know, like, why are test tube babies still being made, you know, when humanity already exists? Okay, a lot of questions. Okay, fine. It's not just two questions. But yeah, like, I had, like, all these ideas, and a lot of them were counting on there being, like, you know, I guess I thought that there was going to be... I didn't account for the original humans all dying out. Like, I thought that there might be, like, you know, cryostasis pods. That would be the revelation. There'd be cryostasis pods, and Elizabeth Sobeck would walk out, and all these few survivors of the last humans, and then end of the game would be like us getting to work, the new humans helping out the old humans helping out the new humans to like start to like really properly rebuild everything, you know, which, you know, maybe is kind of a you know, current human-centric mindset, of course, but you'll forgive me my, you know, flights of fancy on that. Oh, that must be the office, because I can't scan it through the window yet. There's a window in the way. But the thing is, like, what I thought Zero Dawn was, I never really told you guys what my guess was. When Ted Faro was like, oh no, this is worse. This is worse than the problem, the solution. I thought it was going to be a global EMP to, like, just shut down everything, but, like, the problem would be that it shuts down everything, not just the evil, rampaging robots, but, like, also,
I think this is it.
It would shut down
Sobeck's office.
Everything, you know, all of society, you know.
There's got to be a way inside.
Everything electronic would just get powered down. Sorry, I'm talking over these guys. It wasn't important, just talking about getting into Elizabeth Sobeck's office, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ooh, that's spooky. Big orange light, okay. That was my guess for what Zero Dawn would be. Like, the only way to stop the machines is to just, like, take us back to the Stone Age, which would explain why everyone's, New Age stone people. But, that was a scenario where the original humanity still survived and kept on living, even though we, oh gosh, I don't want to use this kind of language. Like we went back in, like, is regress a word that is, on a technological level, we regressed back to, like, this level, I guess. Because I don't want to make any, like, snap judgments about, like, qualities of civilizations vis-a-vis their, like, technology level. That's definitely not the vibe I want to do at all. Nope. Oh, one more encounter with Eclipse before we get ahead. But no, that's not the case. That's not the case. Everything was wiped out by the sounds of it. I guess we could still get a miracle reveal that, oh yeah, there's still some cryopods with some survivors, but I'm not holding out hope for that at this point anymore. Seems unlikely. We just gotta deal with the fact, like, we have to, like, buck up. We have to get past the denial phase of grieving that humanity, as it originally was, is gone. But I mean, really, this is still humans. Based on genetic data of humans created. Let's not sell short these people. It's, I'm probably attaching too much value to that original humans as a concept. So,
Welcome to Apollo.
Ooh.
The collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations.
Right, this is it. Okay.
I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran.
The dick
As a
me?
heritage
Ooh.
professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable.
Yeah, let's not
The
ignore
challenges
that.
before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy.
Oh.
Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries.
I mean, that's not that.
42 zettabytes of data in
That's a lot.
Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic.
That's quite a bit.
Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils.
What?
The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come.
Okay.
And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules,
Fascinating.
leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Right, that's cool. I love the concept that humans should have been, like, the new humans would have been taught, like, procedurally, there's not just everything data dumped on them, because, you can't handle all that information, I guess, like, it's, well, I mean, I'm not going to say you can't, but, like, it's a lot to go through if you dump it all at once. Like, teach it, like, gamified teaching is very clever, very clever. It makes me think of that dumb scene in Battlefield Earth, where all these, like, again, like, humanity in a very kind of low-tech setting is learning how to, they're put into, like, fighter jet simulators, and that's fine. Like, they learn that shit, like, no problem. It's just, I thought it was really funny.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Where did I just scan the Apollo thing? That was weird. I got like 2 scans, but there is an email here as well. That's from Samina Ebaji. Let's see. And the winner is Encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhausting review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that Fass was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power-intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40-plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you, Samina. I wonder if these cradle facilities still exist in this world. I wonder if that's our next step, is like we gotta find one of these places so we can like get back to work on, like, and see if there's any information left there so we could like, you know, get back to work on, like learning stuff. Although Aloy's got a point that, it is nice that, also that we exist at all. That is a gift for sure. Let's not shirk that. So let's see. So this is from Samina to Elizabeth. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of a procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up, a bit ahead of the schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset. Oh, they do have a lot of languages in the Pacific Southwest, don't they? With attended curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Samina. Professor, what did I just say? I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me, people. Okay, another room full of Eclipse goons. This guy is suitably silent strikeable. I was like, are you gonna let me do it, game? And just a little bit of a positioning. This guy is a bit more of a problem. There's a guy with a machine gun over there. Ooh, that guy, just a little run there. Did he? No, he didn't. Like, I'm not sure I can do this sneaking mission, killing any more people with sneaking. These patterns are kind of bad. I'm gonna get spotted very soon, I'm sure, but... In fact, yeah. Oh! Was that fast enough to... Apparently that did cause enough of a commotion to get some movement going, unfortunately. Oh, very typical, but it wasn't the complete...
See them. They can't see.
It wasn't the complete, chaos sequence you could have been expecting. So I'm gonna be a lame-o. Let's let this alarm counter like run down.
All right.
False alarm. Wonder where Hank went. Oh well. Okay. Uh-oh. Hey, that's... Okay, cool. Oh, there's a guy right there that I've been missing all this time. Ooh, jeez. Let's back up for a bit. Figure out what to do about him. Yeah, okay, but I mean, that's pretty good cleaning of the room. Got lucky that time they didn't, like, aggro. This is a giant server room, isn't it? Look at all these big things. I wonder what's... Is this part of the Apollo thing? We're just in the Apollo room at the moment? Maybe? I guess so. Yeah. It's just the two mega dudes left. And uh-oh, this guy must have spotted a buddy. I'm not sure what else he's like freaking out about up there. I would like to go after this heavy so I could grab the gun and shoot this dude. Something really weird's going on out here, guys. Okay, back is to me. Oh, nope. Okay, now let's go in. Now's our chance. Now, I'm not sure if this... Oh, unavailable without the leader strike. Enjoy! Puff. There we go. Right, I don't have the ability to, like, kill these guys, so... That's fine. That's fine. I can use the less stealthy options at this point. If I can just... Can I just, like... Yes, I can. Okay. Oi! Not when you need a guy to notice you. Oi! I said oi! There you are! Ow!
Once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
I mean, it's still pretty wondrous. Let's not, like, you know, short sell this place. Let's also grab a bit of health. Yeah, okay, well. Once again, I stand corrected. I, like, spoke myself out. Like, that, as far as stealth went, that was about the cleanest way you could have done that encounter, I feel like. Especially when I'm still missing the, like, Ooh, this guy got planted. You know, I'm missing the kill these boss guys special ability, so yeah. Oh, you know, I was thinking something I should look at. I haven't looked at the, like, crafting pouches in, like, ages. So, oh, there's something to scan here. Before we do that, I'm gonna take a quick look. Carry capacity. Is there anything? There is Warbow Quiver. Really? Alright, let's go with it. I got fish skin at some point. No more upgrades available for my resource satchel. Oh no! And also not for the Warbow Quiver. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Do I have the Warbow equipped? Yes, I do. I can carry so many of these thingies. Very cool. Alright, I'm just gonna pick up your thingy, you damn sniper. That was a good shot, dude. The one shot you got on me. Unfortunately, I had the bigger gun, so... What do you suppose this is? Something Apollo related? Heres testimonial, okay?
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo.
Oh, it's General Heres, right.
All mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet.
Yeah.
Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth.
Oof.
My one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world,
Oh no.
listening to this message, please know that I am sorry, and that I wish you well, sincerely. Aaron Harris.
Damn, that's really tragic. I feel really bad. Again. But if we can move away from that, one like little plot hole I guess I can call out is the language barrier. Normally I wouldn't like really get hung up on that too much, like, if we had assumed that these people were descended from, the survivors, if there had been survivors and these people were descended from them, I guess I could have like forgiven the idea that they could still speak, they could still understand the oldie language, even though, in real life just a few hundred years old English is almost incomprehensible to modern English speakers. My sources are the Canterbury Tales, of which I've had to like read a couple of pages of in high school, and it made no sense to me. Sorry, fans of the Canterbury Tales. I know like you can. I know you can parse that shit out if you like put time into it, but but. Since these humans were born as a blank slate, the new humans, and they didn't really know anything about the old world, they shouldn't really have developed English. They should have like their own language, completely, divorced from all existing languages of the old ones, the past world. I wonder if there will be an explanation that like Apollo did manage to teach something to these people before it went offline. And that, and this is just... Whoa!
To Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol.
Oh, it's that creepy guy from last time. Oh, jeez.
I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what?
That's a good question.
Plumb crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time.
Oh my god.
Imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do.
Okay.
Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea.
A pillow to the face.
Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again.
Ooh.
That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal.
It kind of is.
Welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
How does it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
Yeah.
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Awesome, great questions. Yeah, that explanation actually really good for why this Hades thing would exist. I'll take that. Of course, in a proper, scenario, Hades would be programmed with some kind of like moral fail-safes that Hades would not activate if there were already humans existing in the biosphere that's failing. So, so maybe Hades is just trying to fix, maybe the biosphere is screwed over at the moment that we're in right now. But, I feel like if Gaia was properly programmed, again, because these are, actual people, moral things come into question. You cannot just, of course the animal lovers will point out that moral things come into question even if there's already just, animal life existing. But, ignoring that cookie for a second, if we're already at the point where humans exist here, you can't just be like, nope, nope, those guys, you know, we're just gonna have to wipe this. Like, obviously there had to be programming to, like, you know, wait out for humanity to actually go extinct naturally, quote-unquote naturally in this scenario, and then start up the Hades program to clean up everything else. I feel like that's how it should be. So I still feel like something went horribly wrong with Hades, since it... Although it's a dark thought that the biosphere is going wrong right now, and we're gonna die anyway, so Hades is just trying to hasten that. That's another dark thought. Not that I really needed more of those. But, yeah, let's just keep reading more lore, and maybe we'll feel better about it in the end. I don't think so.